Okay, we are drawing a picture of a flower today, and we're just using simple lines and shapes that we know. So I'm going to start with the center of the flower here, just by making a circle in the middle of my paper. And it's probably not going to be a perfect circle, so it does help usually to go around it more than once. And that usually helps to even it out. Still not going to be perfect, but it will be fine. Okay, you'll probably want to draw in pencil first, and I'm using permanent marker because that shows up better on the video. And then I'm just going to make some circular shapes around it, or like hills going around the circle for the petals of my flower. So you might end up with 5 or 6 petals, and again, they're not going to be perfectly even. And I'm going to go around those to make my lines thicker and darker. And I can fill in those little spaces that are in between my lines, or I can leave them white. Depends on what you like to do. All right, and then I'm going to make my stem come down off my flower. So I have a break in my petals right here. You might not have that, so you might want to make your line right underneath one of your petals. And I like to make mine just curving down a little bit, usually not straight up and down. But straight up and down would be fine too. And then my leaves, up to a point and then back in. And again, I go over those a little bit darker too. Okay, at the bottom of my paper, I just did a few zigzags for the grass. And then where I had space left over on the right, up high, I'm going to put my circle for my sun. And again, going around that a few times. And then my sun rays coming out. So I continued these rays going out to the ends of my paper. So it gave me a nice background for my flower. So if I hit my flower petals, I skip over and I try to imagine where this line would continue. Skip over my leaf and then hit the grass. Okay, so again here I'm going to come out from my sun, continue my line. It looks like it would skip over here and then continue in this direction. And then same thing with this one, coming up and out to the ends of my paper. Now I do have room for more, so I'm going to add in a few more here where I think I'm going to have some extra space. And they don't have to be perfectly evenly spaced from each other. And then when I was done with that, I just colored it in. So I hope that you enjoy making your beautiful spring or summer flower picture.